Like I always say, if you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, like and subscribe. Yeah, I just want to touch on the page redirecting on YouTube where the lady was speaking about like the bad attitudes of black women and how they, behavior wise react and act and their bad disposition. A lot of times, like when men try to talk to them, or just in general, like how they have that kind of outward you know behavior towards whoever encounters them. We know that, like in customer service, a lot of times it's always been the thing. Like when that black woman is behind that desk, and you go up there to ask her or talk to her about, ask her a question, talk to her about anything. You go through it enough times, you start thinking, oh Lord, what the hell is she about to say? What's about to happen now? Like, oh Jesus Christ. You don't even know if she had a bad day with her baby daddy, whatever the hell, this woman's probably about to be non-cooperative and shit, and I'm gonna get to, run around unnecessarily just because. And it's fucked up, know what I'm saying? Like, holding black women accountable for things of this nature, yo, man, this should have been the norm, like, for many decades. But they have been able to escape, like, uh, being held accountable and responsible for their actions, acting like this with the general public, acting like this, like, men, like, especially like black men, just trying to talk to them about whatever. Every time a black man tries to talk to a sister, it doesn't necessarily mean that, he's trying to get at you. He wants your phone number or he's trying to date you or whatever. I remember one time, a long time ago, there was a female who I said that to. It's like many, many years ago. She said, but most of the time, that's what it is. I'm like, okay, you can't just really look at it like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, and then, you know, as we're talking about this, you could understand the implications of what the storyline, bottom line is about this. We're saying like, she believes that a guy is trying to holler at her, talk to her, uh, for as date wise or something like that, trying to hook up, have a rendezvous or whatever. And it's a guy that she doesn't necessarily find attractive or, appealing in any kind of way. So she's like, ugh, So they start, having that, behavior where they're being disrespectful and, talking like like they're disgruntled or something like that. Whereas the guy was like, yo, I was just asking a question. I just wanted to ask a question about something in particular or maybe directions or whatever, and, but it's basically about, we're basically talking about on average, black women's attitude and behavior as it pertains to being disrespectful, especially towards like I said, black men and everything. And you see black women want to trip off of black men interracial dating and everything. And then they say, the old running myth is, well, they doing that because they can't handle a strong black woman. And what do you call a strong black woman? A foul-mouthed, disrespectful, cussing, calling you out, your name, emasculating ass fucking woman. And if you don't want to deal with somebody like that, you're a weak ass fucking black man. What kind of shit is that? That's like, you know what that's similar to? That's like a fucking slave master sitting up here talking about, oh, the slave ran off the fucking plantation because he didn't want to fucking work. Like, what the fuck? It's like that. Forget the fact that you be beating my ass and shit, with a fucking whip or a fucking chain or whatever, if I display any kind of attitude or problem with you enslaving me, but But if I act out, and shit, oh, the slave master looking like, oh, he's a bad slave. See, look what he's doing. It's like, think about that for a minute. It's like the same damn thing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You shouldn't be talking to your man disrespectfully just on the norm. You shouldn't be sitting up there acting like I don't have to fucking listen to you. You shouldn't be sitting up there. You got a family. You got a wife. I mean, you're a wife. You got a husband. You got kids. Y'all got this family dynamic going on. It's supposed to be about just y'all. But you thinking about every damn thing outside of the fucking house, the thoughts and feelings of everybody outside of the fucking house, and you treat the man who's supposed to be the man of the house like shit, and you think that makes you the better woman, like that makes you strong and shit like that, because you behave like that, you act like that, because you have an attitude. Basically, that attitude is the attitude of a bitch, and that's why you get called that fucking shit, just keeping it real. It's a trip. Far as just men being men, and I'm not in a interracial relationship, mind you. So don't be sitting up there looking at me thinking like I've said this shit before. Like, oh, he must got him one of them Beckys, this and that. What? Why she gotta be a fucking Becky? Why she gotta be a fucking Karen? Why she gotta be whatever the fuck? I ain't saying that the Beckys and the people you talking about don't exist. I'm just saying like, yo, if a man, if he's a black man, and he's with a woman who's non-black, and they got a good relationship, and they're two grown people, and they're in agreement with like wanting to put that relationship together, that's on them. Because you don't really know what brought them to that. You know what I'm saying? When people talk down about that type of shit, it's politically based and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's image based and things of that nature. But that's kind of crazy. Like I don't understand like women like Cynthia G and some of the other black women who were known on YouTube for some of the black women who were known on YouTube for always their whole platform is about bringing down black men, talking bad disrespectful black men. What I don't understand, I said, yo, why, if you have that such a problem with black men, you hate black men that bad, well, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. That's all you gotta do. Shit. Either be lesbian or fucking be by yourself. 'Cause all of y'all not gonna get a white man. That's not gonna happen. That's just the motherfucking truth. And y'all know that shit the truth. Y'all know that shit the truth. So that's why I say it like that. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, man. I mean, that fucking attitude that's always been associated with black women, the finger propping, the neck craning, and what that shit done played out. That shit was played out way back in the day, any goddamn way. But especially nobody gives a fuck about your attitude. Fuck your attitude. You know what I'm saying? You want to be mad at the world and mad at every goddamn thing and have a problem, and that's on you. But don't nobody have to kiss your fucking ass. The fuck, nobody. No fucking body has to kiss your fucking ass. Because you just want to have attitude. And the truth of the matter, based upon how things have happened in true reality, you better check yourself. Because if you come across the wrong person and you got that attitude, some people will call your motherfucking bluff. Oh, you think you bad? Okay, jump bad then. Let's see what you got. You know what I'm saying? And just being technically honest about it, that could be a man or a woman. So, a lot of black women need to really curb their attitudes. Just stop fucking having an attitude. Just be they make it seem like, oh, the whole stereotypical thing of talking about the mad black one. Like they say, stereotypes are based off of some aspect of reality. They just basically obloviating that reality or putting more on it, blowing it out of proportion. Uh, um, but the exaggeration is still based upon something that does exist. Sometimes the exaggeration is only made or shown to put an emphasis on the disdain that people have for something, or just how ridiculous something looks to somebody. But there's still some substance there. Um, yeah, man. I just wanted to touch on this for a minute because I remember something that was said in the video. They said the lady said something about, and you'll have black men who will say that they will date outside of the race because of our attitudes and everything, but that's just an excuse. It's not a reason. It's like, I didn't understand. How in the hell were you as a woman, it was like you were touching upon the subject and saying that you were kind of calling black women out for having attitudes all the time. She was kind of like really more so talking about the thing of like black men maybe holding the door open for women and, or paying them a compliment, and black women be getting all offensive and everything like that. And she was kind of saying, we don't need to just act like that. There's nothing wrong with a man like being courteous and being a gentleman, opening the door for a woman. Like, that's not a threat upon your, womanhood or anything like that. And she was basically kind of calling black women saying, we need to stop, having these attitudes and everything, and treating black men like, the way we treat them, doing things like that when they're just being nice, being courteous, just being a gentleman and all that stuff. Like, but see, what that kind of seemed like what it was really getting to, what she was talking about, was like, it's like going for the bag or anything that benefits you. It's like saying, look, that's a nice thing, that's a good thing. Got guys hold the door open for you. If a black man want to fucking help you, assist you as you being a woman, looking at you as a weaker vessel, let him do that. Don't like, but I think the whole thing about something like that is, because the woman herself, as an individual, can do whatever the hell she wants to, if you want to be honest. But I think when you try to, make this some kind of subject matter to be talked about, and you're trying to influence women to, hey, don't act like that, I think you're just thinking about how it reflects upon the whole, not the individual story, or having a perspective on that individual story. You think that, oh, if you guys do that and then some other women do this and some other women do this and some other women, then, it's more helps spread the whole narrative that black women are argumentative, hard to get along with, have attitudes, always angry, always mad, this and that. And then you're saying that shit could affect me because that narrative. So I got to try to suppress that narrative and get black women to not act like that, or look at how people are looking at that, or look at the big picture of how you're, in a sense, you're costing yourself the bag by your attitude and stuff like that. And more women with you acting in that way, you're costing us all as a whole the bag. And then our black men are going outside of the community and they're getting with other women or other nationalities, races, and they taking those resources over there. And then we're not benefiting from that. And then we're over here as single mothers and shit with these crime snatching ass children. And, who the fuck gonna help me? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do? See, so what I'm basically saying is they're more so on survival mode with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Don't mean she loves you and cares about you and shit like that, but it's like you have black women like they calling other black women like it's a call to basically, hey, look, for our survival and the betterment of our situations, we need to like support our black men. We need to be more respectful. We need to work on being you know what they say what is the word? I mean, I could think of something to say, but I don't want to say it like that. But submissive, okay? Uh, we need to be submissive to our husbands and the man in the house and blah blah blah. But they only telling them that shit for survival reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they can't just. They're not going to just get a white man. You're not just gonna get an Asian man. You're not gonna get. It's like more so men outside our culture. Think about how everything works as a whole. They're gonna be trying to look for the best of our women. So all you women that's overweight and in the hood with 5, 6 kids, y'all ain't getting chosen by none of these damn men. So I said that to say some of the black dudes in the hood that will still talk to your ass, you got 6 kids by 5 different dudes. Even though you're a former known tramp or something like that. And that dude still wants to be with you anyway, and be with you, and you got all these damn inefficient type perspectives that's associated with you, you know, because of your situation, because of how you living, because of what's attached to you, and then that guy accepts you for how you are, and you looking at, oh no, fuck this, I can't fuck this motherfucker, because either he don't have necessarily the look or he don't have necessarily the money that you want. It's like, man, that's fucking crazy. You made all these dumbass fucking mistakes, and then you trying to protect. Wait a minute, I don't give a fuck. It's like he's still better off than you. He look better than your ass too. His situation's still better than yours. You sit up here with bastard ass fucking children. What the hell? Got about 4 or 5 different men. A lot of these situations like that. A lot of these women will have multiple children, and they all have different fathers. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking crazy. Like, why don't the fuck you try to get yourself together or something? Take your ass back to school or something, you got more to deal with, more to think about than to be walking around with a fucking attitude, mad and pissed off at the fucking world because life didn't just fucking work out the way. Well, you wasn't applying yourself to any damn thing anyway. You weren't trying to do shit. Who gypped you out of what? Who jilted you? Who, whatever the fuck. You was around there fucking around. I ain't gonna call these dudes no damn. I don't like this shit. It's something about this shit. Someone got the pookies in the Ray. Man, look, man, you got dudes that just be in the hood, living their life. They just trying to do whatever. Some dudes is hustling, really trying to take care of a family. Not everybody's just a criminal-minded ass motherfucker where he just want to rob and steal from motherfuckers and fuck people up and sell dope and this and that and not give a fuck about the community or anybody. Nah, everybody is not just walking around there like that. That's one of them stereotypical thoughts that they try to entrench in everybody's fucking brain and shit like that. But a lot of people around the hood just trying to make it, man. So if a guy, he figure like he from the hood, he see you from the hood, he said, yo, we got a solidarity thing going. That's how a lot of guys be thinking. You know what I'm saying? He think he got that girl from the hood. So shit. Talk to her. She might even got a couple of kids. But he's accepted the hood ghetto concept where a lot of these bros gonna have kids after they get out of high school. They're gonna by about 22, something like that. They're gonna better have their first one and shit like that. By about 24, 25, they're gonna better have about 2 or 3 already. Still ain't fucking married. I ain't got no husband or none of that fucking shit. But they busting out with these kids by all these fucking dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then, shit, you damn as good as basically, as far as like the most desirable women. That's some undesirable fucking shit right there. You don't want that. You done got older now. Now you sit up here around your 30s. You're a 30-some-year-old woman. Got these damn fucking crumb snatching ass fucking kids and shit. And you can say that on the basis of they gonna learn about materialism and superficial type shit from her. So they gonna fucking carry in the footsteps. And even the boys. You know what I'm saying? The boys and the girls. So it ain't just the females. The boys too. They're gonna do the same damn thing. They're gonna be materialistic and they're gonna be superficial. And shit, how they look at life and everything out there. That's gonna be part of their makeup, you know. But shit, man. A lot of women, you wouldn't have to even have all these attitudes and be tripping like that if you did the right damn thing. If you focus on the right damn thing, you did the right damn thing. If you were about the right damn thing, you wouldn't be all fucking frustrated and mad and pissed the fuck off all the damn fucking time. Because a lot of the y'all make a lot of bad decisions sometimes. Make a lot of bad decisions. Not just who you choose to date or who you choose to marry, but also who you choose to have as friends. Also who you choose to have as associates. Also, even when it comes to relatives, who you choose to hang around and shit like that. So, a lot of things that come back bad on you. Improper raising of your children and shit. And you become so mad and pissed off and frustrated at the world and you just walk around. Some of y'all, quite a bit of y'all, need to reflect and understand that you brung that shit on your fucking self by the decisions that you made. So stop being mad at the fucking world. Peace.